Alright, good evening, good day. This is the African Crypto Warlord. Today we'll be looking into XRP USDT and we'll be looking at a distribution cone on the 6 hour, and we're going to be matching that up to a 24-hour cone, a 15-minute cone, and a 1-minute cone. Okay, so the general idea is we're looking for mean reversion play. So this orange line, you'll see that we've creeped up and we're sort of stuck in this range now. Okay, so that was from last month, the 29th of August. So this is where we are now today, is on this part of the 6 hour level, right? So our mean reversion play is down here at the orange line, which is 25% away. Okay, so what negates this from going all the way down there is a new 15-minute flash. Okay, is a new 6 hour flash, and that's these volatility things. As we can see here, there is no flash coming anytime soon because they're all expanding. Okay, some negatively correlated. Alright, so you got to look for, do we hold above this? This is our last stream. We said there's a little pocket in here where bull divs can be formed. So now we up here, we're looking into that. That was sort of back here, right? It failed for the first pocket, so we have to do a volatility analysis. Get rid of this thing. We have to do a volatility analysis. We have mean reversion. Mean reversion is true if you hold above 4570. You should have a little bit more follow through. DLP shouldn't really be messed up. Some returns getting smaller here. Also returns hidden bull div, because that's a lower high, that's a higher high. So there's a lot of things to look out for here. Let's go do a full volatility analysis all the way down. 21-day contraction, positively correlated. That's negative drift. No flashes as of yet. Alright, so negative drift pulls up this target of 34.59 cents. And the thing is, there still needs to be a mean reversion play to wait for this to obviously have a lot more momentum to the downside. As we can see, when we mean revert on the 21-day, there is quite a bit of price action to follow through afterwards, even to the downside over here. You'll see, let me zoom in. So when 21-day mean reverts, for example, over here, a little bit late, but it dictated the trend for many months. Okay, so we're looking for that not to happen or to happen. We have had an outlier event. JMA is above the JMA. So when you start closing below the JMA, where we pretty much are right now in that little pocket, you can start to look for continuation to the downside. Okay, let's go look at the 14-day. So the 14-day is saying they still sort of have a trend up here, but it's starting to get weaker. They have a super scalper come in first, so any closes below 4,800, more downside, that's negative drift. So that it's going to be a lot of selling pressure come in on a lot of the pumps that come up. Actually, I don't have to type in anything. I'll just do that. Oh, why? Now you want to do me wrong. There. Okay, 14-day contraction sideways. That's sort of why Binance is sideways, and that's holding this doji. Let's go look at the 7-day. Okay, 7-day contraction, positively correlated. That's matching that. That's what's keeping it below the JMA. But we know there's liquidity in this region here, as we've demarcated. Up here, 5.50 cents. Okay. DLP hasn't followed through yet. That's why we haven't had the run to the downside. Returns to the downside are decaying, so the next best returns are back up to JMA 4763. Not so healthy there, not so healthy on the one down there. 5-day, I like the 5-day. Cool, so XRP is just about to pretty much explode. If you're watching this video, I hope you guys are prepared. In the next 2 days and 3 hours, you have full contraction and boom, expansion. That's what set us sideways here. So now you got to see if this expansion candle comes out and it pushes these PCs down, then we're following into 3.8 quite easily and you can drive it off of something like this. You'll drive it at least into 28 cents, 69. That's if it goes bearish. If it goes bullish, obviously it's just as strong. Look to break through 57 cents at least if this goes a bullish move. Okay, so now we move to the 3-day. So 3-day, just in a little bit of structure here, hasn't been faded as of yet, so it looks quite healthy. There's a bull div coming off of it, so bull div will play out if you hold above 4563. You have some expansion to the upside. Thing is, it's not with the trend, so it's not. From here I can already observe it doesn't have the steam to break this previous high until stated otherwise. Until this flicks around in the next 3-day, touches the band, and they expand together out, and these guys stay positively correlated, sure. But just from the initial move over here, the only thing that really does look healthy with it, just in normal percentage returns indicators, is you have bull div. If you hold the bull div above the JMA, the next sprints naturally into a trend to the upside. Returns obviously want to go hit the first standard deviation, currently is at 0.5. Blue flash off, blue flash will stick if you hold above the JMA. So this region down at 39 cents is sort of negated by this 3-day bullish posture that we have over here. Then you have a 24-hour. So 24-hour is looking sideways. So you have expansion, one down and one up. Alright. Then you have contraction back into the mean. So this only sort of DLP only has the opportunity, or the right, how I would put it, where the mean is will be around about this JMA, this power mean that we have set up here. So when this mean reverts, it should be over here. So you will be looking for a run up into this JMA, maybe 48 cents. So that's come up twice now. Something to look out for. Then we'll look out on the we'll quickly put on the 24-hour. So it's 48 cents. There's no 48 cents in this region. Is there a reverse wave trend? Nothing. It's 48.67. So our reverse wave trend, this is our mean. That's sort of what's been saving this market. And it's just been getting squeezed between a Laplace and the mean. So these are like the lower term time frames, things that they were playing out. Very, very, very difficult to short. Unless you have the patience, or unless you have a different trading outcome. I want to stack some XRP, so sometimes I just have to take what I can get. So yeah, man, I've been finding it quite difficult. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of things. My orders have been waiting for these guys, but I didn't sit it all the way through. Anyway, so you have a little bit of mean reversion play coming here. If you hold in this region, there'll be some more squeeze. Let's go look at the volatility indicators. So a little bit more sideways action definitely helped this. Give it a little bit more continuation up, 5227. A little bit more sideways there can straighten out these and give them a good posture when they do expand. So as this is going down, those are curling around and that's expanding up. So that tells me that this is actually more bearish structure than bullish structure, just at the current moment. Okay, so we're going to go to 12-hour. 12-hour, we have some crossies, 40 cents over here. Didn't get faded all the way down. Expansion to the upside, looking healthy. Blue flash off. Returns 2 standard deviations up. That's sort of why it had been scalped down initially. Mean reversion, super scalper. So we're going to look for some follow through or sideways. Okay, on this 12-hour. Then we'll go look at the 6-hour, which is over here. So 6-hour, this is a 6-hour distribution cone. 6-hour distribution cone is 45.66 with some expansion to the upside, a little bit of contraction there. Let's go look for a reverse wave trend. That's our mean. So given that we've been fighting this thing for quite a while, and it is wanting to push us into a dump bowler, but usually it would want to push us into a dump bowler from the top, as you can see here on the top of the orange line, break through it and then look for continuation. The mean here is 34.59. As you can see, the ranges down get quite big, quite drastic. So the initial one down is 12%, then after that it'll be a 6%, and then from there it'll be another 6% move down. But usually it'll stop here. So it's like 6% moves of failure, vice versa as well. To the upside, you'll be looking at about 15%. If they pull that one off. Okay. Mean reversion play on the 6-hour, backs to 12-hour. That's generally half the half time frame. So that's a super scalper there showing up. blue flash off, outlier event has occurred. Still some more follow through with regards to the 6 hour here. There's still some expansion. The only thing that will negate this and cause continuation below 4575 is if this next column prints green and that whips around. Otherwise, we're just going to go sideways and get squeezed maybe till daily open. 12 hour, 4 hour, 3 hour. And then we'll start giving some targets. I initially think it's just those targets off the 6 hour, to be brutally honest. So what are we looking for here? We're going to look for some contraction to come in whilst this guy's being pushed to the downside. So that'll actually cause positive drift, right? And you can see that measure coming in because of the wick. This one's going green, that one's down there. That's what's causing this wick, even though a lot of the things are saying quite bearish. You always got to monitor and respect Auntie Shannon. Auntie Shannon didn't do you wrong once. So there you go, bouncing off these guys, hold above that guy, looking for continuation to 4776. On the 3 hour, 90 minute, let's see if that's got a mean reversion, given that that had an outlier. Yeah, there's a mean reversion play coming in. Contraction, positively correlated, gives it that follow through. So you got to look for some positive drift on these lower term time frames, is to see what's keeping it above these ultimate power means, this mean reversion play. But if it does get below those things, ultimate power means, you're going to look for serious continuation to the downside. So just be aware, because the 90 minutes you don't like to give mixed signals. Okay, that's your outlier event that's occurring. Have we got it lining up with a reverse wave trend? It's on top of the mean, so you actually have a bullish posture forming here with regards to returns. So if this holds here, and let's say it plays up through, highly unlikely, but let's just say it plays up through and it can hold above 4655, you have the reverse wave trends start crossing through each other, and now that adds a new journey. You'll see when one gets lower than the other, it's more bearish. When one gets above the other, it's more bullish for longer. So you're looking for more bullish for longer. Weekly mean, monthly mean, sorry, over here, weekly mean over here, daily mean over here. So obviously when these cross, this will be a point of liquidity for a last check, and you can see that when that time comes, there'll be a little, I'm sure there's a little line you could draw here, and when that time comes, you'll see that price action may want to return here, catch the liquidity, panic sellers, and carry on up with its initial movement. Then we have a 15-minute cone. This is the 1 minute cone. So a 15-minute cone. Let me just make sure it's set on the right one. Yes. Okay. So a 15-minute cone has been quite important. It hasn't really changed since our last stream. Sunday the 23rd of October. Came in, smoked it. Came down, smoked it. Came up 3, hit the mean. Usually what I like to see, but given that it's been quite a strong response, because it's nailed it twice, if it holds above here, it'll be a strong response. But generally I like to see returns hit either if it's bullish, like this, it was bearish, smash that one, and then go down, or vice versa. So if it's fall from here, I want to see it smash this one, and then go up, right? Okay, so general targets for if you're going to be trading this guy, let's put on this reverse wave trend, JMAs. So we have some more liquidity up here, that's sort of what's trapping it. Reverse wave trend pretty much blocked off this whole price action here, closing below the reverse wave trend currently, this one. So there's a reverse wave trend over here with a wick that could happen. So you have 2 plays, one to the downside like that. If it holds above here, through your mean reversion, back up into this play. Okay, and then you have make it a different color. And then you have a general play of, if you hold above here, you have something like this. It's just going to go up, bounce, more than likely if we put on a VRE level. We're holding that VRE level. You can bounce off this one, pull for some more market structure. The daily mean is here, so it's not stupid not to test it. And then maybe look for continuation out of here, off of a bull div, because this has gone quite deep. And by that time, this reverse wave trend band could be up in this region. And if it's above this wick, you can have a bull div that can help you out of here. Otherwise, we're going to be looking for, we need to delete all these drawings. Otherwise, we're going to be looking for new daily mint, the new daily print on VRE, and we're going to target that guy. And I'm going to do a little bit of a guess. We have been below the new daily print for majority of the day. We're back at it. Returns about equal. We up is down, down is up, and that will be around about in this region. If we just hang above here for 2 hours more, going sideways, you're either going to match up like we did here with a daily mean over here. If we get back down in the next 2 hours and you print here, you'll see a daily mean print here. But if you hold above here, you might see a daily mean print somewhere in this region. Let me not be too generous, somewhere in here. So there's got a lot of daily means forming, which means that there's going to be a lot of buy or sell orders. A lot of buy or sell walls when the time comes to stop price action or do what price action needs to be done to it. I hope this was helpful. Those are general levels for the day. And initially we look for over here and then continuation up. With daily mean, you want to be very bullish from this point on. If you are a bull, you want to add on so that you can carry on rushing to this top side up here. Okay, otherwise you fail this region, you want to go hit the second band or so. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please do like and subscribe. African Crypto Warlord out.